Hi and hello to all. This side Priya Rana, Assistant Professor at ST College in Balakant, and in my this video we are going to discuss about Companies Act 2013. So talking about the introduction of Companies Act, see the company it means association of persons for a common objective. Okay. The company word it derived from a Latin word that is com, which means together, and PANIS, which means bread. Uh, Earlier we used this word company for the association of persons who take their meals together, and after that we use the term company as in a form of business, and the business is the joint stock company where the people have association of persons and they contribute their money and common stock so that they can employ the productive use of the common stock and the money they have put in, and togetherly all the persons work for the common purpose. Before Companies Act 2013, we have Indian Companies Act 1956, we have Indian Companies Act 1850, Indian Companies Act 1866, Indian Companies Act 1882, and last one is the Indian Companies Act 1913. So, in the meaning of company, section 220 of the Companies Act defines a company as a company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. So, any company which has been incorporated under Companies Act 2013 or any other act like previously we have act like Indian Companies Act in many years. If the company is registered and incorporated under that act, that company is known as a company. So we have features of the company, like it should be a corporate body. Corporate body means it should have its legal existence. Next is separate legal entity. Separate legal entity means it should have a separate name, like it should be separate from the owner. It should have a separate legal entity and separate from its owners or members. Next is limited liability. Limited liability means the company, the liability of the shareholder of the firm are restricted to the magnitude of the shares they have in the company. That means that the amount of shares the shareholders have, they are liable for only that amount of shares. They have their control only up to that limited amount of shares they have. That means they have limited liability. Continual succession means even if the member of the company, some member of the company dies, the company will go on. This is an artificial company and the presence of the company will go on, and it does not get influenced by any of the bankruptcy of the shareholder or death of the shareholder. Next is common seal. A firm is an artificial entity or a person cannot sign its name by itself. That means there is a common seal for every company, which is the official signature of the firm. And next is transferability of shares. See, the shares of the public limited company are transferable. The authorization of the firm or the concession of any member of the firm is not required for the transfer of the share. The article of the firm can define the way in which the transfer of share. This means that there is a transferability of the share. If it is authorized to you, then you can transfer the shares. The company can sue somebody and it can be sued by somebody. We have type of company like on the basis of members, on the basis of liability, on the basis of special companies, on the basis of control. First of all, let's look at that on the basis of members. When there's only one member who control the company, that is a one person company. We have private company in which we have maximum number of members 200, and this private company is one in which two or more persons get company registered under the Companies Act, and the securities of such a company are not listed in the registered stock exchange. It cannot invite public to subscribe the shares or debentures. Okay, the next one is the member of the private company are restricted from transferring the shares. And next is public company. Public company, the minimum number of members in a public company are 7, and there is no limit for the maximum number of members in public company. And this is a lawful object, that it says that the public company can lawfully uh, said that it is recognized under stock exchange, and lawfully we have only 7 members, minimum members under public company. Next is on the basis of liability. On the basis of liability, see, the shareholders, the amount of shares they have, they are liable up to that only. Next is company limited by guarantee. Company limited by guarantee, it means that the liability of the members, whatever is stated in the memorandum of association of the company, they are guarantee up to that much, not more than that. At the time of winding up, they will get only that amount of assets, or if it is guaranteed that the company's assets will be given to them, so they are limited only up to that thing which is written on the memorandum of association. Unlimited company means the liability does not have any limit. That means that the persons, the member of the company does not have any limit. We have special companies like government companies. A company whose at least 51% paid up share is owned by central government. We have foreign company, a company which is registered outside the country, that has a business place in India or anywhere, an agent traditionally. That means, it basically means that company registered outside India, but it has its business place in India. Section 8 companies. Section 8 company are formed for charitable object, like to encourage commerce, science, sports, art, research, etc. These have a special license from the central government. Next is public financial institutions. Public financial institutions are those institutions whose 51% or more paid up share capital is held by central government, and they are engaged in financial and investment business. Next is on the basis of control. On the basis of control, we have holding company. Holding company are the company, parent company, who hold and owns the management or composition of the board of or the board of directors of another company. And subsidiary company are the company whose more than 51% of the total share capital is owned by another company, that is the subsidiary company. Associate company is the company which possesses a considerable influence over the company. Then the latter is called a associate company. Any company which has its influence of another company, that is the associate company. We have other also company like listed company which are listed in stock exchange, unlisted company which are not listed in the stock exchange, doormat company or needy company. Let me explain you about this also, give you a little bit idea of this. See, doormat company are the company which carries out no business activity in the given period of time. And Nidhi company. Nidhi company is a type of company in the Indian non-banking finance sector recognized under 406 of the Companies Act. So what does it do? Their core business is borrowing and lending money between their members. So what does a Nidhi company do? Their core work is to borrow and lend money between their members, and they are known as permanent fund, benefit fund, mutual benefit companies, and they are regulated by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay, this was all from my first video. Thank you.